Hello and welcome to the reading for the energy of Leo. I have been using three decks this series, the Star Tarot, the Aquarian Tarot, and this is a reading cards deck by Honest Start called Sacred Spirit. And I will draw a card from this deck at the end of the reading to impart some further wisdom. So with this deck right here, the Star Tarot, I'm going to draw three cards, and that is going to be the three main energies that we are going to be working with in this reading. And so this is for the energy of Leo. You may or may not have a planet in the sign of Leo, but you definitely have a house in the sign of Leo. So we all have Leo in our birth charts and our daily chart as well, due to the house system. So, however, Leo is representing for you, however you wish to identify with Leo, that is fine with me. And one of the things that I encourage my viewers to do is to pick a video with a title that resonates with you, with a title that is perhaps it calls out to you, it catches your attention. Not every Leo is going to be going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. And perhaps, there is something that your Cancer self is going through. And so you might have to watch the video on the Cancer energy. All right, so that is what I have to say on that. But, it's your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign are great places to start. Because you never know. I mean, these readings are very general. So it's hard to pinpoint your energy. And it's just going out there. We readers kind of pull what we can and interpret what we can. And, all right, Leo, let's start with your reading here. The Star in reverse, Major Arcana here. Then we've got King of Pentacles. There's a nice glare on here. Let me see if I can move that out of the way. Is that light? Oh my goodness, I have so many lights. It's crazy. Okay, let me turn this light down. See if that glare can go. Oh, it's still there. So, okay, I'm going to pause. All right, that is better. So I did a test run and my glare wasn't picking up, but I must have changed something. Yes, because I have to do an audio visual test, because many times I've started videos and my microphone was on mute. So I do a test run and everything seemed okay, but I don't know. Anyway, it's fixed. Much better. Okay, so the Star in reverse, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So King of Pentacles is air of earth. The Star is that card that is like, some people call it the wish card, but I read this card as more of a directional. So I guess it can be kind of a wish, but it's more of a card where we choose something that we want to work towards, and it's sort of our guiding light, sort of like the North Star, in that it gives us a place to aim to. It's like a guiding beacon. And so we've got to make sure that what we're doing now is going to get us to where we want to be in the future, which is that star, which is that endpoint that we're sort of navigating to. And so with it being in reverse, it might be that goal is a little muddied for you and you don't really have it all that well thought out. But that's kind of in stark contrast of what this King of Pentacles is, because he's all about planning. He's air of earth. He's all about getting things planned out so that he can manifest it here in this plane. Then we've got the Chariot, which is is a very forward-moving card, and I always feel that's my dog barking under the bed. We've got a dog downstairs that's barking at something outside, and so she likes to put in her little 2 cents. The Chariot is harnessing these two opposite energies that we have here. Let me show you this. This is such a pretty deck. The artwork in this deck is just amazing. Look at that. So it's almost like it's 2 unicorns instead of 2 sphinxes, right? So, oh, I wonder if I started the video. Oh my gosh, I am just, I am also a bookkeeper. And so I closed the month today, this morning, actually. This afternoon, really. For this month was just giving me a much harder time because I changed the way I was posting due to some end of year stuff that I ran into for last year. So just the closing process was just like, oh, and it just took so much out of me. And so it's sometimes hard for me to shift out of my, what brain is it? I think it's my left brain shifting into my right brain. So getting out of that rules and, everything has its place, how accounting is, and, very structured, and there is a definite way to do something, and you've got to follow that. And so then when I come into my tarot, it's completely different. Like, I don't have a set of rules that I have to follow. I go with my intuition. I allow my spirit to kind of guide me and to help me understand what these cards are saying. And so it's completely different. And so sometimes I just kind of have a hard time getting myself out of all those rules and those boxes and into this like more ethereal type of interpretation. So where did I go? I think it was because I wasn't sure if I started the video out with like my monologue screen is what I call it. I have, anyway, okay, I digress. I'm just going to drop this and we're going to draw from the Aquarian Tarot here. So the Chariot is very forward moving, and it might be that you have this desire to do all of this wonderful and these cool things, and you have all this energy, but you're not directing it into the right places, I guess you could say. And it's looking like you want to do all this stuff, but since you don't have a clear set goal, Leo, it's kind of like you kind of feel like you might be stuck, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's I'm definitely getting a feeling of a desire to do something. You've got your wheels turning, you've got this energy ready, but you just don't really have a clear path set for yourself. Okay, so let's see what the Aquarian Tarot has to say. 3 of Swords. That's air energy. Ace of Pentacles. That's good. The Hermit. 2 of Rods in reverse. The Empress in reverse. And the High Priestess in reverse. Wow, then we've got the Fool, Justice, and 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a lot of major arcana, Leo, and so this is a definite like wake up call for you. There is lots of energies that are moving, that are wanting you to do something, to get the ball rolling here. There is definite potential. We've got the Hermit. So we've got air, fire, earth. We're missing water. We could say that the High Priestess could be a little bit representative of some water. And because of what the 3 of Swords means, I kind of attribute that to have some watery feelings as well, though it is definitely something in the mind. This is that heartbreak card. This is bringing up the past and just not being able to release it and sort of being stuck. And so that heartbreak, that upset that you experienced, you're not completely letting it heal and die away. You're kind of playing it over and over in your mind. And so that's probably what is keeping you from giving yourself a direction. However, this Ace of Pentacles is very good news, because this Ace of Pentacles is telling you that you have this opportunity to make something extraordinary. I see with this Two of Rods right next to this Ace of Pentacles, the energy of being able to put a project together, of the beginning parts of working on something, putting passion into it is there. However, it's not being fully utilized for some reason. Also with the Empress being in reverse here, she is that caregiver, she's the nurturer. That type of energy which you would need to put into some sort of project, it's there, but it's not being utilized. And it's almost like with our King of Pentacles here, is like you're kind of in your head, and you're wanting to manifest something, but there is something that's keeping you from doing that. And with this High Priestess here being in reverse, I really feel that she is trying to tell you that you need to go deep inside yourself. You really, coupled with the Hermit here too as well, you know, you've got to go deep down, diving in yourself, figuring out what it is that you want. How are you going to get it? And you've got to put some action. You've got to get this plan put together. All of these things here are indicative of you being able to do that. We have the Fool card here, and he is all about new horizons. He's about doing things he's never done before and stepping off that cliff, you know, not knowing what's behind the door, or, you know, in the ravine, or however you want to look at it. But just that energy of curiosity, that adventurous energy we have here. Now, the one thing that I am seeing with the Justice card right next to the Fool is there might be a situation in that I feel like it might be personal, though, that you're not completely deserving of success for some reason. And perhaps that's why the Star is in reverse, is that you can't really see yourself succeeding for whatever reason, Leo. And, you know, that might be some shadow work that you need to do for yourself, is to figure out and understand what has gotten you here, and why do you feel that you're not deserving of something. What in your past had happened to you, and that you don't feel like you deserve success, that you don't feel like, you know, that you're really deserving of it. And that's going to be a very hard thing to do, because of the fact that it's really hard for us to look at ourselves and see what we've done wrong, and see and admit to ourselves that we've been doing this wrong our entire lives. And that we've been down on ourselves, and that we don't think we can do it. Because as much as we don't want to admit it to ourselves, when we don't take care of ourselves and we don't plan for our success, that is a sign of mistreatment of ourselves, and not doing what it's necessary to keep yourself alive. Not so much as keep you breathing, but you've got to put in that good energy into yourself to keep your spirit alive, to keep you moving and going forward. And I think this is a big lesson for you to learn here with all this major arcana here. These two cards here really want you to go deep within yourself and really understand where you're coming from, and where you want to go. And the reason why shadow work is so important, and and I say understand where this came from, is because if you don't understand where it comes from, you're not going to be aware when the symptoms of what happened to you pop up. Okay. Like when you get triggered, if you understand where those triggers come from, when you get triggered again, you'll be able to see, first of all, that you're being triggered, that someone's triggering you, and then you'll be able to work with it in a way that is helpful and healing for you. Okay, you'll be able to stand up for yourself. You can tell someone that you don't appreciate the way that they're talking to you. Just simply stating and making your feelings known, getting them out of your body into the ether, spoken, it is tremendously healing. And so I think it's super important to understand where these feelings are coming from and to express them when necessary, and express them with tact as well, and express them calmly. And if you're not quite comfortable with that, start a journaling process, in that you journal in the morning or in the evening, or shoot, whenever you want to, just as a way of releasing those feelings, and read it out loud, because like I said, there is something about getting something out of your physical body into the air that is very healing for you. And so that's what I'm seeing here for you, Leo. I see that you have all this like potentiality. Is that a word? This potential of wanting to do so much, but yet not really doing anything. And with our Four of Pentacles in reverse here, you know that something is not right. Something's not jiving here. And so I think you're ready to make this step. Okay, so now that we did that, that's a very intense reading. And I think, it's looking like you are like the person here. Whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to be successful at it. You've got to get over yourself, and no more woe is me, or, oh, I can't do it, I'm tired, or I'm just going to play this video game, or I'm just going to scroll a little bit more. Those are just big time wasters, and if we can get out there and just start putting things together, getting things out of our mental, getting things out of our mind and here into this physical, and start working on things using that magician energy to bring things that are in our dreams and bring it here so that we can enjoy them as physical beings. Bring it here in the physical plane so that we can enjoy them. Okay. Those two cards fell down, so I'm going to put them behind and draw this card here for you, Leo. So it is Align Your Universe, Navigate Distractions. Video games, YouTube, what's that other thing? Instagram, TikTok. Gosh, navigate your distractions. Okay, so now this is a really cool looking card. Let me show you here. Look at that. Look at all those pretty colors. Those oranges, the green, yellows. Just amazing. Okay. I'm going to read. Lay down. Card number 1. Navigate distractions. Organize your life. Much like an astrological alignment, the mind, body, and spirit need to be consistent alignment as we navigate our daily life, social calendars, employment, family, and home life. Challenges to our thoughts and beliefs can shake us up. Ooh, that's Alexa. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pause. Very professional. Okay, I'm going to start that paragraph over, okay? Challenges to our thoughts and beliefs can shake us to our very core. Our values can be destabilized and altered if we have limited confidence in our direction or focus in life. Without the sanctity of alignment of the spirit, how will you know where you are going in life? Exactly. That's why the star is in reverse. And alignment of the spirit also has to do with accepting your shadow. Like, we don't want to shun the shadow, because that's what put the shadow there in the first place. A part of you was shunned. A part of you was locked away, and it was needed at that time. However, that part of yourself that was locked away is needed now. You know, it's time to reunite. And so that's how you can become a whole person again, is acknowledging your shadow, hugging the shadow, accepting your shadow for who they are, and thanking them for keeping you safe many years ago. But now it's time to let the shadow know that your job is done. And it's time for you to come back to me, you know, and bring your shadow back into yourself. And then it's like the shadow just kind of dissipates and it just becomes you. It's something that happened to you, right? We can never erase our past, and we are who we are because of our past. However, our past doesn't define us. We don't have to be that little child that was chastised for coloring a lion purple, you know. We don't have to be that child that was made fun of because they like to wear different color socks. You know, we can just, now we can appreciate that child that was so different so long ago, and we can use that creativity to our benefit now. So that was just an example of how we can reintegrate and how we can reintegrate our shadow into ourselves, and why it's needed. When there are too many distractions or issues all happening at once, we struggle to focus on the important things. What do you feel is a priority or non-priority in your current circumstances? Right now, you require an alignment in your priorities. Much like the stars contained within the universe, your energy is scattered across time. Distractions and scattered energy are causing lost and missed opportunities for your soul to thrive. I mean, so the opportunities are there. It's just you're not taking advantage of them. Health is also a factor now. Take the time to make your health and well-being a priority. And self-care is part of loving ourselves, you know. As a mother, and as many parents, I think fathers too, I think it's more so mothers than fathers. We often feel guilty when we take time away from ourselves, when we just do something that's for ourselves, or we buy something for ourselves. We often feel guilty about that. But we need self-care. We need to know that we're important to ourselves, and that we're important to others. So align your chakras and energy centers for stability and clarity and sense of self. You are the center of your universe. You must align your life accordingly. Seek a suitable professional. However, this is not a chance to be selfish for ego or shadow-based reasons. Your soul and your spirit need to take charge of your life now, placing yourself as a priority. You can only do that when you have energy aligned with clear focus and understanding of where you are right now. Start using a daily or weekly calendar to record your current and future activities and events. And that can go into this planning here with this King of Pentacles. Kings are all air, and they're very much in their menta here. They're planners, and this King of Pentacles is a planner on how to manifest things, how to bring things into this realm. When you align yourself with your own universe, you will begin to see positive changes and experiences relating to yourself and others. Energy balancing is a required state of maintaining adequate health. Adjusting to the core of your being to a higher vibration allows a ripple effect to shift and integrate new energy through your whole being. The shadow aspect of this card is attention seeking and selfishness. The sacred crystal is natural citrine. Citrine is an amazing crystal to work with. Angel assistance. This would be Guardian Angel Lavia, which is the angel of lucid dreaming and universal alignment. And this deck has an affirmation, so you can use that to meditate. So I'm going to hold this up, and if you want to pause the video here, write down this affirmation, and you can focus on this card and while you're reciting the affirmation. And here's the affirmation. It is safe for me to release the fear of the unknown. I can move forward with energy and enthusiasm. All right, so what a wonderful reading for you, Leo. I think this has come up for you before, in that your energy is just not being utilized to its fullest potential. And I think that happens a lot in our society. I think that we just kind of feel complacent, or we fill our time with time wasters, and we don't really want to take a risk on ourselves. So we don't want to put energy into creating something, for whatever the reason may be. We're just kind of content with being, on our phones, and our attention being focused on scrolling or liking or whatever, that we're not actually using that energy to create or to bring something into this realm that we desire. And I think that just breeds unhappiness, because we kind of feel like we're bored, or we kind of feel like we're not achieving something, but we don't really know exactly what to do. I can speak from experience. I have all these projects that I want to do, and I'm just like so busy in my day-to-day that sometimes I just don't want to do anything. So, but there's just so many things that I like doing. I colored, I don't know what it's called, but I did a piece of art and I colored it with these really bold and heavy colored markers. And I was just so proud of it when I was done. I was just like, wow, this is just amazing. I gave it to my daughter, and I just, I wanted to do it again, and it's been like almost 10 days now. I haven't done it again, but I mean, like I said, I'm just so like busy. But that being said, I can certainly find some time where I could maybe do 5 or 10 minutes, it's just that I don't. And so that's what I mean by I was speaking by experience. So, okay, Leo, that is your reading, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next video. Take care.